A very good afternoon and welcome to today's edition of KTN Scoreline. My name is Moses Wahisi, and just like yesterday, again, I've decided not anything to do with the studio business. We are on the field, Golf Park to be specific, where we have this year's edition of the Golf Park Open presented by Kingdom Bank. Plenty of excitement because we have professional golfers. We also have amateurs are playing for the top prize, and they're saying we will try as much as possible to entertain ourselves, but all in all, we'll also try as much as possible to see if we will be able to rack in some positive results. I'll tell you what is happening in the amateur category. Mulama is leading at this particular time with the Plaza 5. Yes, is an amateur outfit there, you will agree. And then Odongo is on position 2 with the Plus 6. And then Balala, who's actually the lowest ranked Kenyan amateur. I know when you think about low, then that means he's the best amateur when we think about the rankings in the country. He is currently at position 3. And we have around around 60 amateurs on the course, and we also have professionals on the course. And in the professional categories, we'll be able to look at this particular time. Omuli is leading with a 3 under par. On position 2, we have Mundanyi, who has a 1 over par, and then Ooko has been able to card a 1 over par. At the same time, Dismas Indiza is also around. He's been able to card a 2 over par this particular time, and Mudugia also carding a 2 over par. So plenty of excitement, plenty of conversations. We are here. We will be able to follow up with a lot of keen interest to see what exactly will be able to happen and what exactly is happening, because it's all about a spicy extravaganza, one which a lot of people are following with a lot of interest, and they are very eager and optimistic to be able to follow up and be able to bring that action on the fry. My name is Moses Wahisi, and this is KTN Scoreline. Plenty of action here. I know we will be sampling and we'll be looking what is happening across the globe, because we have a number of beautiful action. Think about some football action, think about some basketball action, but of key interest today, we'll be following with a lot of interest to know what exactly is happening here at Golf Park to be specific, why Kingdom Bank has come and say that we will be able to inject and support this tournament. Why do we have professional golfers and also amateur golfers going head on and saying that yes, we'll try as much as possible and have the lowest score, maybe the best score, one which might be able to make them take the top prize. But I'll begin by engaging the man who is at home, one which say that yes, welcome at this particular place, and he is the general manager of this particular place. Kindly introduce yourself and tell us what exactly is happening here and what has been happening here in the last 2 days.
Thank you very much. My name is James Gathu. James Gathu is general manager here at Golf Park. What has been happening around this place is that we have a number of amateurs and pros which are playing today, which are actually it's ending today. The tournament is ending today, but it started on Friday with 72 players. The pros started playing yesterday. It is an yearly event, and this year we are lucky to be sponsored by Kingdom Bank. And I think so far, so good. The golf course is in good shape, thanks to the lanes which laned recently. And everyone is enjoying. So today we are ending the competition, and the best player will win. Yes.
Tell me something about the competition. Why is it beautiful? Why are we having this competition? I know I will be looking at this particular side because I've been able to see some of the players who will be coming to the green. So we will wait and see how they will be able to play. But in your own assessment, I know it's always important to nurture, to support talent, to curb this talent. Why are we doing this here? And a lot of people have said this is always the starting point if you want to be a good golfer in this country.
It is true that Golf Park is the place to start playing golf. Many people have played golf here. Big names even whom we have here in Kenya, they started playing their golf here in Kenya. So it is important to have such an event, because now this event people from all over the country, actually, they are participating in the AZ event. And it is not just for this year. We are hoping that this event will continue. It's a future event, so that we can be able now to know that people, after they know how to play golf, how are they, keeping on with the game. Yes.
Tell me something. Why is Golf Park so special when it comes to starting and also nurturing golf? I understand this place because my teacher is here, and I know how well we have different guys who try as much as possible to nurture some of us who are just starting this sport. But in your assessment, why do we say that this place is this special and it is where, if you want to start your golf, you need to begin your lessons?
First of all, let me say that one of our strengths is we have so many pros here who train golf. When you come here, any time when you come here, you won't lack a pro to take you through. So that is one of our strengths. And again, it is affordable. Yeah, it is affordable in the sense that the lessons, you just pay a little bit of just a little money, and also even if you come here without a kit, without the golf set, you'll be able to get it around, with just some few shillings. Yeah, so it is very affordable, and that is why people prefer to come and start playing golf here.
Thank you very much, and continue doing the fantastic work. We'll be following to see how well actually the action will continue to pan. I know when we talk about professional golfers in the country, a lot of conversations come to what exactly they are doing, what their body is doing. I have a vice chairman here. He'll introduce himself in quick succession, and he'll tell us who he is, what they are doing. And at the same time, the first question that I will ask even before he introduces himself is, why is it so important for professional golfers to come and take part in tournaments like this?
Thank you very much. Basically, this is to keep the professional golfers in shape.
You can start with your name.
My name is Alfred Nandwa. I'm the vice chairman at PGK. Basically, we are here to play together alongside the amateurs because, as you all know, we have only one major event in this country, that is the Kenya Open, and we lack a better way of preparing in terms of keeping in shape, and for that reason we approached Kenya Golf Union, and as professionals we decided or requested to be playing alongside the amateurs, of course different prize money, and that way of course we are keeping our pros in shape throughout the year.
I know, talking about keeping pros in shape, I know I've always had a number of conversations with your chairman, that is CJ, and he's always very adamant and saying that we should try as a country to have more tournaments for even our professional golfers. Do you think we are having enough, or do you think we can do better? We can have enough just for the benefit of these professional golfers?
I think for now I'll say it's a slow start. As in this I think this is the third tournament the pros are playing alongside the amateurs. Yeah, it's picking up, and we can do better. I believe that with the kind of the sponsorship we are seeing now, like now the Kingdom Bank, they have come and they have sponsored the tournament, and basically that's what we are looking at. And for that reason, I'm sure more sponsors will come on board, and that way, of course, we'll now be able to get somewhere.
Think about these golfers. I know a number of them. Actually, we've seen these players just from the green. They're going to tee off on the other end. And we think about the tournaments that we're having as a country. The big question that we always say, when will a Kenyan professional golfer, and maybe even an amateur, because we've also seen how these amateurs are coming up, can we be able to win maybe Magical Kenyan Open in the near future? What needs to be done for us to say that maybe we can compete with the spirit and also possibility of winning?
That one I would say it's very possible because considering where some of us have come from, basically it's very possible, only that we need to have a lot of strategies. And as it said, the more you practice, the better you become, and the more you play, the luckier you become. So basically we just need to have enough tournaments going around, and that way of course we'll have a better chance of winning such events, because for you to win such an event, it's not a fluke. You have to be well prepared.
A number of our amateurs fear to turn pro. Do you think there is something that is happening that as a country we need to maybe take with a lot of seriousness? Because as professional golfers, there needs a lot of corporates needs to come and support them. A lot of people needs to come and support them. Is that maybe a reason as to why we have amateurs just being amateurs and they fear turning pro?
I'll start by correcting you. They are not fearing because they are good golfers. They are representing this country in big events outside there. So the issue is not about fearing, but the point is what is there for them at professional ranks. Basically, again, as I said, we don't have enough as professionals, and I think the more the corporate sponsorship is coming on, the better. And that way, the amateurs will see a reason to become pros. Otherwise, the way it is, there's nothing much for pros. So for that reason, obviously, the amateurs prefer staying amateurs. There are more tournaments to play here and there.
Yeah.
But as a pro now, when you become a pro and there are not enough events, you start teaching golf, and unless you become a club pro, also employed by the club, like myself, I work with Royal Nairobi Golf Club. Otherwise, it's very tough for some of our professionals because they have nowhere to work. They're just struggling. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Continue doing the fantastic job. We'll be here to support. And he's saying that we have talent, plenty of talent for that matter. And when you think about that talent, we are talking about people who can at least come out, compete, be able to represent, be able to try as much as possible and go all out and compete. So this conversation will gather pace. We will continue to follow up. But let me take you to something else, something different.